There's been comedians, there's been bad taste. It goes with the territory and often finds them an audience. But some are so lacking in talent, they have to pick on the sick and the infirm for a cheap laugh. Sophie Hull on the trend by some comics to kick someone when they're down.
Pamela Anderson turns 40 today, and what do you give a woman who has everything? I know, hepatitis!
You learn to adjust, and I find I'm now getting pretty good crowds once again doing Muhammad Ali at the Atlanta Olympics.
G'day, mate. Whereabouts are you? Still recovering from the Logies?
I am a little bit bashed around the gills, to be honest. Hey, let me say I'm feeling like I've had sex with a black man.
Humour is a question of taste, and by its very nature, often likely to offend. But where should the line be drawn? If it pokes fun at people who are disabled or suffering a debilitating condition, at what point does the joke turn sour? You be the judge. First up, Rove Live's resident comedian, Peter Hellier.
I know, hepatitis! Damn it, you got that last year.
Let's just take, for example, somebody contracting HIV/AIDS. Would we joke about that? I don't think we would.
Stuart Loveday of the Hepatitis C Foundation says not one of the 260,000 Australians living with Hep C were laughing at Pamela Anderson's announcement that she had the condition.
I don't think we are taking ourselves seriously at all. If people have hepatitis C-related liver cancer, as many people do, or if they're facing or waiting for a liver transplant, I think trivialising hepatitis C as something which, she can't get it again because she got it last year, is something I think that they might take offence at.
But a debilitating illness now threatens his livelihood.
Since I've developed Parkinson's disease, I'm finding it very hard to make a living, yes.
Then the boys at the Chaser poked fun at those afflicted with Parkinson's disease. Again, a condition which, to its sufferers, is anything but a joke. John Silk from the Parkinson's Foundation.
Didn't see much humour. I could understand somebody enjoying satire and not understanding how people wobble and shake like I am at the moment, getting a giggle out of it, but it was a cheap shot.
I think if you're attacking people with Parkinson's disease and it upsets those that don't have Parkinson's disease, I think that kind of tells the story. I think that's the sort of thing you should back off from. But it's a fine line.
It wasn't an hepatitis C attack.
According to Radio 2GB's talkback host Chris Smith, there are times when that line can be swamped by political correctness, when perhaps we could lighten up a little. As an example, Grant Denyeau's recent post-Logies comment the morning after, which was greeted with an ocean of airplay and print criticism.
Look, if anyone did find that offensive, I apologise.
If a high-profile woman had said the same thing, that woman would not have been called on to apologise. And don't tell me that privately women don't joke about having sex with a black man. Like, this happens. You hear it at the dinner table, you might hear it in the pub, it might be fractionally crude, but it's humour.
But there are times when so-called comedy manages to offend just about everyone, not only the minority groups involved. In fact, it can even ruin careers. Last month, 2 Queensland University of Technology academics were suspended after giving approval to a PhD student's film entitled Laughing at the Disabled. Funnily enough, no one wanted to.
I think there's a line. I think we can't be overtly offensive to the majority of people who may be listening to the joke. But let's not try and protect or censor the jokes and the wit that we come up with. Australian humour is a great thing. It can offend, but I think at the same time we've got to allow those that do it in terms of a profession, we've got to allow them a little bit of licence and flexibility, I think.
Sophie Hull reporting.